Hi Ron.
Hello, Edgeworth.
I'm yeah. What am I? I'm trying to install codecs onto my computer because I'm trying to burn my owls. You know my album Owl.
Which album?
Owl.
Owl, like OW, owl?
Yeah, OWL, the bird.
Oh, owl. Yes, yes, I do. Yes.
I'm trying to burn CDs to take them to Camden, and I've just when nothing works on a computer. So now I've gone onto this website to download all these codecs, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just clicking every button that sort of it's intuitively asking me to do. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
go ahead and do it if you can talk. And I mean, I'm going to clean my brushes. So what's Codex?
Right now, here we are. Video settings. If you're unsure, What it is I tried to put the songs onto a CD. Now, it's a double album, Owl and Studious. Now, Studious is fine, but my owl songs, it says, oh, you don't have it. Window Media Player can't play the file.
Mm.
So it might be. Oh, hang on. It might just be a problem with the codecs apparently. So I've just downloaded a load of codecs. Hope it's not hope it's not just a ton of viruses. But I've got
Click here.
Norton. I've got Norton, so hopefully Norton will protect me. But
Oh,
flipping
Norton,
heck.
that's old. I remember Norton. We used to have Norton years ago.
Yeah, I'm still doing Norton. So I don't know what I'm doing. But what a waste of time. I'll show you. Hang on. I'll show you. I haven't asked how you are yet. Hang on.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right. So these. I'm all ready for my next 3 tonight, Ron.
Oh, you did three. Well, I saw your three. Those were yesterday. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I've got 3 set up, and I'm
What
doing
size
both.
is that?
A2. That's an
Okay, nice.
A2. So for example, I mean that's a regular sheet of eight. That's a regular sheet of paper, A4, and
All
A2
right.
is four
Wow.
A4s.
All right.
And then on the floor, I'm doing Heckles Horse Junior on vinyl sleeves. So I'm just cutting up record sleeves, priming them, and then here's my owl, not owl. I can't stop thinking about owl. Off-grid life oil transfer drawings. I'll try and get those done this weekend for off-grid life.
Wow.
But yeah,
Wow.
what a day. Just prattling around on a computer, wasting time. I've got so much
Yeah, but
stuff
that's
to
a
do.
lot of work you just showed me. It's a lot. So I'm curious about the album sleeves.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. Oh, Ron's here.
Hello, Ron. Hi, Ron.
Hey,
Hi,
Emma.
how are you?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you
How
too,
you
Ron.
doing?
Fine, thanks. Fine, yeah.
Typical
Yeah.
Emma.
I thought
I'll be around at 7, so she turns up at 6:15.
Oh, right, okay. But I thought you were ready to tune in for 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
What have you
Yeah.
got for Ron?
Thanks for coming early. That's great.
I was just going to say something about. I've got. Well, actually, it's for you. I'm a tape member, and I asked because my magazine hadn't shown up, and
So I just turned light on.
yeah. I asked about my magazine, so I got 2 in the end. They sent me an extra copy, so you can have this one. But
Oh, thanks a lot.
yeah, so I thought this is something you might like. But yeah, I was just reading about the Frida Kahlo exhibition, and it's got this article by Catherine Lacey, and it says the she's complaining here about
What's she saying?
the souvenirification and myriad trinkets from Frida Kahlo. So that she's very popular, and her image has been used on lots of different things. Like
Yeah.
jewellery, and this is what my sister gave me. It's a lovely present. I'll probably use it as a sketchbook. That's a Frida Kahlo diary. So this is the sort of thing they're talking about. It's a really nice present though, but my sister gave me. But then what's on the next page? This is the next page.
Yeah.
Frida Kahlo earrings inspired in the same magazine, inspired by Frida.
Wow.
Kahlo.
Wow.
This is what we're up against, Emma.
And then
It's not good.
This one, I only looked at that because it's the chair that I put in that chair video.
Yeah.
But we've got cushions with Frida Kahlo.
Oh,
yeah. So it's exactly the same magazine. So there's this whole article about she's been commercialised and the souvenirification of her, complaining about it. And then
Oh, she would be rolling over in her grave. Oh my God. Oh,
And then they've got adverts here. Get your Frida Kahlo tote bag.
Oh yeah.
So I was laughing at that. I thought that was quite funny. It's all in there. Anyway, so that's what my sister gave me for my birthday.
Yeah.
So I was just laughing at that. Right next to it is the page where earrings inspired by Frida Kahlo. Get your Frida Kahlo earrings, your Frida Kahlo tote bag, and it's on the same, all in the same magazine. So
Well.
yeah.
wow.
Now I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna set up for cooking and everything. What you up to, Ron?
Now I promised. Hey, nice shirt. I promised.
Yeah, a Ron Troop original.
Yeah, that's right. Last week I said I was going to cook, but I'll be telling you what I'm going to be. I can't do it this week, so I'll do it next week.
Oh yes, yeah, you were going to cook for us.
I was going to open up the fridge and have you guys pick out some ingredients, and I was going to cook.
Yeah. Oh well, never mind. We'll do that next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Charles is coming round at some point next week. Tuesday.
He's going to take a look at your paintings.
I've sent him JPEGs, and look at this, right? Our kitchen table, ant killer.
How organic.
I know.
Sprays.
Who puts ant killer on a kitchen table? I'll just.
Maybe it's the ants. Maybe they're up to something.
Yeah.
They're trying to.
Ant killer here. All right. Yeah, the ant killer was on the kitchen table. I'll just put it there. Yeah. So sorry, Ron, what were you saying? We're not doing the cooking thing today.
No cooking thing. I'm fascinated with Emma's trip there to the Tate to see Frida Kahlo.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen the exhibition yet. I went to see the Whistler last time. I will go probably Sunday. If it's not too hot.
I leave that with you?
If it's not
Emma,
too hot.
while I do the food.
Oh, right.
Do you have a membership there?
I have, yeah. That's why I get the magazine and everything. But yeah, I will probably go on Sunday or this coming week to see. Yeah, I saw the Whistler on Sunday. That was very good. That was American. He was American, and he came to Europe quite a lot as a child, and then he came to live in Paris, and he had a partner in Paris called Fumette, and there's a drawing of her, and then he came to live in London and in England, and I think he got married, and his wife died of cancer, which was quite sad. There's another drawing of her looking out over the Thames, and she's very ill, but it's one of his last drawings. That's quite sad to look at. And then
I got to stop you right there. Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Whistler. Sorry, I was talking about the Whistler. I went to see
that.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I went to see that on Sunday. That was very good. That was very. He he's an American artist, and
yeah. Well, I know Whistler.
And he came. That was a very good exhibition. And there's a book quote: "You try and draw a line a day." He said, "Try and draw a line a day." So that's it's his
A line.
A line.
Oh,
well,
a line a day.
Yeah, a line a day. So that's something. Yeah, so that's something that he said. So yeah, that was very good. Yeah.
I'm doing 3 paintings a day.
3 paintings a day. Yeah.
Yeah, that size. See the painting?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah.
So 3 of those, and I want to have 20. I want to have 20,000 by the time I'm 79. So 20 years.
Yes. So for your 80th birthday, that will be your sort of 20,000. Yeah, 20,000 pictures.
And I want them to be paper paintings, so I can
Yeah.
Stack them.
Oh yes, stack 'em. Yeah, yeah.
We
That's
talked about this last week, but
yeah.
I've held on to it for a long time now. So I've done, I don't know, about 2 months of this. So
And are you
if I can
finding
do it,
do you find it gets easier doing it, or do you find it gets more difficult? Um,
that's a good question, because it's not about what happens is then time starts playing games with me because life goes on and you have things to
yeah.
do. So then I say, okay, well, I have to be off tomorrow. I can't paint tomorrow, so I better paint 5 today.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So then there's that pressure, and then you're wondering, well, I'm just trying to find ways to be like
Yeah.
Whistler and just do a line a day. You know,
Yes, yeah, yeah. Well, that's what he said anyway. That's and also I set myself like I do. I did 5 sketches. If I go out sketching, I'll try and get 5 a day done. So that's on days that I can go out and sketch. So yeah. So I did some today, 5 sketches today. Yeah. So it's good to set a little target and a number. On it
yeah.
if you can. Yeah. Yeah. Get some idea of it. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Like one time, this was earlier in the year, like back in April, Edgeworth had a manifesto. I think it was called Anarchy of Art.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. So I said, okay, well, that was inspiring. So I said, okay, I'll make 10 paintings today and just write Anarchy of Art on the paintings. And they were
Yeah.
very free flow. It was easy to do 10, just
Yes.
throwing color on there and then writing that.
Yeah.
Everybody focuses on the writing.
Yeah.
Then it's just about how you place color and
Yeah, not on the
creatures.
painting at all. I mean, there are those abstract artists that put letters in their work, letters, harder, hard edged abstraction type of thing. But the trouble is, everybody, if you look at a letter in the word or a letter in a picture, everyone just goes, "What does that say?" I don't know if it really ever worked, and I don't think anyone could. I mean, they could see those letters as abstract shapes, but I think most people just immediately try and make a word out of it. What does that say? And that's the thing. I can't.
Of
I don't.
course. Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. No, I'm
Yeah.
agreeing. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always a phrase. Yeah. That's people get drawn to. What's it about? Yeah. What's it say? Yeah. Yeah. How's the bee infestation? Are they?
Oh,
Oh
thanks
yeah.
for asking. Well, I'm back in the studio, so
Yeah.
it's pretty good. Um, the there's a little nest outside, right
Oh.
in the corner of the house where
Yeah.
where the studio meets the outside, and
Yeah.
they're getting in and somehow getting under rafters and falling into the basement. But I get one a day, and I'm able to just let them out by opening the door and kind of
Yeah.
shooing them. But
Yeah.
that one day there was 2 of them, and they were very angry for some reason.
Uh, did you get stung or?
No, no, no. I would be. Oh no, it would be war if I got stung. I'd have the
Yeah.
ant killer stuff right on the
Yeah.
table for sure. I'd have the bee killer. Well, we can't have bee killer. It's not allowed in our state. Um, so they call it wasp and hornet
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, I see. Why is that not allowed in the state then? Is it?
because the bees are they're going bye as you've probably read.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, they are.
and
Yes. Yeah.
so we're not allowed
Yeah.
to openly mass murder
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah.
pollinators.
Yeah, I signed a petition about neonicotinoids, their type of pesticides,
Oh,
and they've banned those now in Europe for quite some time now because the bees are becoming more extinct, which is very good, yeah, because they're killing them off. So, yeah, neonicotinoids, but of course now out of Europe, then we might not be, they might bring them back into England. I don't know. They might not be able to say that's the EU, that's not us. So they might be
uh,
funny about it. I hope not. I really hope not. But
I hope not.
yeah,
England that would be horrible. You guys have this
yeah.
beautiful land all around.
Well, it is. It is. It's I just hope they don't water down ecological laws over it. Yeah, we'll put that up there. That's good.
Yeah, we were highlighted, Emma, you and me, for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it was more about the yeah.
Did you hear about our Monsanto ruling by the United States Supreme Court? that
What's that?
they're allowed to
What's
just
that?
keep spraying these carcinogens all over the farmers' crops. You know,
Yeah,
um,
if that,
it's
they're found in their
perfectly
favour.
illegal. What's that?
So it's still legal for them to do that. That is really bad. Yeah, that's all.
Yep.
I went to a climate change meeting on Tuesday night, and that was very good. But that's what's happening to our weather, and yeah, that's yeah, talking about, because they're still just denying it. I mean, we've had 38 degrees, 40 degrees, really quite regularly now. The two hottest years, and they still denying it's going on. People are still just denying it, and it's just awful. They're still not going to do
Always
anything
follow the
about
money. Who's
it. Yeah.
denying it? I mean, obviously, it trickles down to the populace when it's propagandized, but
Yeah.
you just follow the money. Who's making money off of that? And
Um, well, you see, one of the things I'm sort of. The mayor said we could be more like Detroit. Not Detroit. Yeah, we could be more like America, like Arizona and places like that, and build in that sort of way. But the trouble is that the problem with that is that they're also cutting funding to infrastructure projects. So this is the one. I mean, even if they're not going to cut back on obviously the coal's fossil fuel, with the export licenses, they are still cutting back on infrastructure that could help, and they're still not doing it because it's going to arms spending. It's this thing about Russia invading Europe, and they're still sort of increasing arms spending, but instead. But the thing is that one of the things I said is that in Russia, because it's near the Arctic, the ice sheets are because the ice sheets are melting and retreating. They've actually got a huge area of land now that's sort of viable land to for industry, which they wouldn't have had before because it was all covered with ice. So
right.
it's like new lands come up. They're looking at it it's prospecting, and they want the hankering after it, and that's Britain, France, and all the other countries. There's going to be a huge mass of land, which is going to be, like a new island, coming up out of the sea, which is probably more to do about fighting over that now than it is to do with Ukraine and Russia. So Russia's going to invade Europe. Is probably more to do.
Well,
I
that's
think
why
it's more.
that's what's going on with Trump in Greenland. It's the same thing. He
Yeah,
wants to take Greenland. He doesn't want to take Greenland because he just loves the Greenland people, or Denmark or whatever. It's like there's oil in Greenland. There's enormous amounts of oil.
yeah. That's it. That's what it is. I mean, it's huge amounts of areas of land now because the ice is retreating. That they could perhaps drill in places that you couldn't have done before because of the ice. I don't. But they're all hankering after it. That's what I brought up at the meeting. So this, because they're all being told by 2030, Russia will be invading Europe, and it's all because Ukraine. Well, if Ukraine joins the EU, then technically they will. It's probably just another saying they're going to join the EU. I don't. It's all a bit cart before horse type of thing, but yeah,
Right.
that's going on at the moment. So yeah.
Well, how hot is it today? Is it burning up today?
It hasn't been too bad. It's about sort of low to mid 20s. But next week it's going to get hot. There's going to be another spike next week. So, yeah, another mini heat wave. It's probably not going to be as bad as it was, but it's still
Do
too hot.
you want
Yeah.
to? Do you know what I did this week? I
What?
studied Celsius Fahrenheit conversion.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah,
Yes. So here it is. And you'll be able to do this anytime. When I say degrees, you'll be able to go, oh, okay. For converting Fahrenheit to Celsius, you or Celsius to Fahrenheit, you double the Celsius. Well, let's say it's 20 degrees. You
Oh,
double it, so now it's 40. You
yeah,
subtract 10% of that from 40. So subtract 4 from 40.
yeah.
That's 36. And then add 32.
Okay.
That's the
Oh,
Oh,
temperature it is
I
here.
was with you until I was with you until reduced 10%, but then when you added another one.
Well, you add the 32. It's universal. You always add 32. You always
yeah,
subtract. You
Okay.
double it. So if it's 20 degrees there,
yeah.
you
40
double it. That's
degrees.
40 degrees.
Minus
Now you take
10%.
10% of 40 degrees, which is 4.
Yeah.
Subtract 4 from 40, you have 36. Add 32, so you have 36 plus 32 is what? 68. So it's a nice temperature.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to take one thing I know and then estimate from that. So what is 30 in Fahrenheit?
30 degrees is, well, it's pretty close to 30, what, 30 Celsius?
Yeah. What's 30?
I'll do it. I have to double
Okay.
it, so that's 60.
60
Take
minus
10% of that, so that's 6. 60 minus 6 is 54. Add 32, 86.
Okay. All right. So 30 is 86. So I'm just going to, like, if you say it's like 80, I know, okay, that's a bit below 30. That's probably around 27-ish or something like that.
And today it's 30. And right here in Oswego, it's 30 today.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe even 31, 32. We're hitting 90. We're pushing 90. So, yeah, very hot.
Yeah.
That's Thailand weather.
Is it cool in your basement? Is it cool where you are? Is it cooler?
It's perfect down here. It's perfect temperature.
Oh,
and it's and
do you have?
And I have a dehumidifier.
Yes. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that is good. Yeah. Yeah. So, was another thing about I was Tracy Emin. I went to see the Tracy Emin, but there's a write up of her stuff, and I'll wait till it's quite funny what they've written here. Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Well, it's just that it says right. It's about Dame Tracy Emin, right? One of the most important contemporary artists, and it talks about her, and it says. Right, a confession approach as she poses profound questions on love, trauma, and autobiography. It also demonstrates, this is the one that made me laugh, her lifelong commitment to painting. Since when?
Wow.
I thought they'd written it. Her lifelong commitment to painting.
They're like celebrities now. They have like people just writing it for them. Let's change history.
They do. But what got me is that Valdemar Jakuzak, I don't know if you know him, but he was outside the Tate talking to Charles and me, and it was part of this BBC4 documentary. And he turned to Charles and because they were complaining about the Turner Prize in conceptual art. And he said, well, Tracy Emin, she gave you that name. She gave you the name Stuckist because of that argument. The whole myth of how we got going. Stuckist, you're stuck in painting. So Billy said we're Stuckists and everything. But
she just spoke. She didn't give him the name, right? Yeah,
she didn't. But that's what Valdemar Jakuzak, who's very much of the art establishment, art critic type person. He does Sky documentaries and stuff on art, and he said that, and now it's her lifelong commitment to painting. He was on that program, Painting is Dead, debating it. Painting is dead, and now apparently they were painting. But I just knew they'd do this. I mean, as soon as they'd given up on conceptual art, they come back to painting. I mean, if they just got on this and said we liked conceptual art, we're all into conceptual art, but now I've gone back to painting and more traditional painting. I've been fine with it, but they say, "Oh no, I was always committed to painting. I was painting all along." They you just knew they were going to do it. They were going to do that. Oh, yeah. It's so rewriting it. Oh, since when? Yeah.
I see it. I get bombarded on my social media, with the algorithm with Tracy Emin, like all of her brilliant witticisms all the time, and it makes me. I don't watch them. But I'm getting them. Yeah, because she's being, like you said, she's being reimagined. She's being renamed. She's got a publicist.
It. Yeah. If it was something a bit more serious, someday everyone will say they were against this. Obviously it's a little bit Orwellian and scary, though, isn't it? Really, if you think, because there was this TV arts historian, David Alagosha, who was he does The House Through Time. He does very good sort of BBC documentaries and things. He says art history is history. It's art history is history, so it's part of the record. But if they were just honest about it, but they're not, are they really?
Dinner's ready.
It's a
I
bit
think art
scary.
history is like the way art history is set up. It's kind of like how our American history is set up. It's really about the history of influential rich people in some fashion.
Yes, yeah, it
So if
is.
Charles Saatchi says that Tracy Emin's got a nice bed, I'm going to buy it. Tracy
Yeah,
Emin now becomes influential because the rich influential guy says so.
yeah.
It's just it's about who you know. It's always been that way, and
Oh, yeah,
I've because to me, if you really want to be an art, I was trained, not trained, but I went to college for history,
yeah.
and I was always fascinated with social history and people, everyday people. I mean,
Yes, yeah,
that's the thing that interests me. I am
yeah,
more. I will. If you tell me there's a Tracy Emin exhibit, and then there's an exhibit of a guy who lived nearby me in the 1920s and was
yeah.
prolific, I will drop her in a second if I would go
Yeah,
see
yeah,
him.
I know
And
what you mean. Social. Well, David Adagosha did this thing called a house through time, and he goes just to a house in Birmingham, and he looks at all the people, the records of people who lived there, and it is a focus becomes the focus of a social history. Oh, he's very good at that. He's very good. But the thing is, yeah, it's just the fact they're rewriting it to since since when she always been committed to painting. I mean, we argued about painting is dead with that line. No, it's not as if oh, I don't know. It's just
Well, you had the brilliant idea yesterday or last week of fanzine.
oh
You were
yes,
pushing a fanzine.
but who? But
We'll write art history. Yeah, there isn't one. There isn't one art history.
No, there isn't. There's lots of different art.
There's
histories.
their art history and there's ours.
right,
Ours is the one
right,
that matters. You know what I mean?
right, absolutely. And that's the well, for instance, well, this is a good segue into a. Um, I follow this guy on Instagram, and I've talked about him before. We've traded work. He's painting now, but he was doing prints,
Mm.
before, and he lives in Budapest. But I like his paintings. He's very good, and right now he's just working with a palette knife, but he's got great. They look great, and he rode his bike from Budapest to the Venice Biennial.
Oh, Biennale.
Yeah.
Is it
He wrote
Biennale? Yeah,
Biennale. So
Biennale.
I can't do the Italian or French or whatever it is. But he rode his bike there, and that's dedication. But he went there because he wanted to see paintings, and you can watch his video, and he says there aren't any paintings here. It's just too much conceptual stuff.
He should have gone to the Louvre or somewhere like the National Gallery or something by bike, but.
Well, I'm sure he does that. He's from Germany. He moved to Budapest because it was affordable, more so than Germany, and
Yeah.
he seems he seems like a cool guy, and he's got it. He seems like a Stuckist through and through in many ways. Humble, does his thing, does what he can do with it, has opinions, just like we're doing, And I got to be careful. I'm cleaning my brushes and I'm drinking tea, and the water. I mean, it looks like I might pick up my.
Billy's, yeah. I've had to remake Billy some cups of tea because I went at the studio. I'm on tea duty. That's my contribution, is to do the teas. And there's been more than one occasion where Billy's dipped his brush into his tea, and I've had to remake it.
I've done that. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I got to be careful, separate them.
I've got some of this. Off Grid Life sent us a good idea. Painting
Yeah, what do you got?
T-shirts.
Oh, well, you've done that. You've done that on your shirts that I wore when we were doing the Ferangers.
Now, this is the medium that you put with acrylic to turn it into fabric paint.
Ah, okay.
I've ordered some blank white 100% cotton T-shirts off Amazon that will arrive tomorrow. That's the medium. Brilliant. I mean, Off Grid Life sent us a message about it.
I didn't see that. Okay.
And I thought, I mean, it had occurred to me before, but it's one of those things that was like right at the bottom of my think about later list. And as soon as I sort of read Off Grid Life, I thought, no, he's right. This should be at the top of the list, doing T-shirts for Camden.
I was just going to ask you, are they going to Camden? Yes, of course.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
But that's a big gift, giving somebody a shirt. That's a little bit more money.
Yeah, I think I'm paying a £3 each for the t-shirts, so they'll cost me
Yeah.
about £4. I don't know what I'll do. I might sell them on Etsy because I need to get Etsy and eBay going, because really it's not long before I'm back in Thailand now. It's already July, and
I know.
I mean, Hitler and Stalin read this book on war, and the book said you can't win a war if you're fighting on two fronts. You have to fight on one front.
And then Hitler does the two front thing.
That's it, because Hitler knew that Stalin had read the book. So Hitler thought, I'm going to attack Russia, even though I'm already fighting on another front, because I know Stalin's read this book, so I'll get him on the element of surprise. That apparently. Now, what I'm thinking is I can't be fighting wars on every front. I either do Camden, or I do Etsy, or I do eBay. I can't be doing 5 things, otherwise I'll fail at all of them. So I thought, what I'll do, Camden. I'm going to do Camden. That's the thing. Everything else, forget it. Now it's July, and I'm going to Thailand in November, and my Etsy and eBay shops have been treading water ever since I got back. I think I've sold 2 paintings since I got back from Thailand.
Right.
Now I've got some signage to do for Camden, but other than that, I've got enough blonde cards to keep me going for a while now. I think I can just drift with Camden now and put all my effort into Etsy and eBay. So the t-shirts will probably primarily go on Etsy and eBay because they do cost a bit to make, like you said.
Yeah. Right.
And I'll keep turning up at Camden every Saturday and Sunday. But I'm hoping that there's not so much homework to do for Camden now. I'm hoping that after I've done this new set of signage, I can. It's just a weekend thing, and I can do my 3 a day. The 3 a days are going to go into Etsy and eBay. So everything is now, and then if I've got a few left over, I'll take them to Camden. The only thing I've got to do for Camden that's going to take some time is the records, the 12-inch record sleeves.
Well, I wanted to ask you about the sleeves. So where are you getting the sleeves? You're using those from records? The sleeves?
Yeah. I buy vinyl in bulk. Some guy comes around with a van. They work out about 10p, 5p, 10p a record.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah, and you get 2. You get 2 because you got, you know what I mean. You cut it, so I get 2 pictures for one. So each 12-inch record sleeve costs me between 2.5 and 5p. So it's nothing. It's nothing.
Okay, so the inside sleeve for the actual album, what are you doing with those?
What, the thing the record's wrapped up in?
Yeah.
I'll chuck those away.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, no, I don't need those. I keep the records. I paint on the records themselves, unless they're shellac, in which case I
was wondering. Sorry, I was thinking with the sleeves, if you kept them and you were able to do more advertising on the sleeves, it's just extra something, putting something else in there, whatever it is. But
I mean,
that's a lot of extra.
It's just too much. I mean, it's a good idea, but
but that's what
I don't think there's
brainstorming is.
Yeah, there will be some advertising on the front of the picture because the cardboard they're glued to is slightly larger. So around the edges, I can put my URLs, and maybe actually on the picture itself, might be a bit of space where a bit of advertising will look quite good.
Yep. So are you doing Etsy and are you putting your Etsy and eBay a lot on your Camden work?
I will be. I mean, I've got some on there now, but it doesn't. I haven't sold very much. That's the thing. I need to put because I didn't bother with keywords or descriptions very much on those. So if I go,
no, I meant on your advertising. I'm sorry, on your advertising for when you're giving away a Camden. Do you have your eBays on there good, well represented?
No, I don't actually. No, I should do.
Oh, okay.
If you go, I mean, not directly. I mean, my eBay and Etsy is very well linked to my website. The Etsy takes you, the advertising takes you to my website. So there is a step.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just going to let that go. Because I think that's enough. The main thing is I want them to go to my website.
Right.
That's the main thing. And if they're there, they'll see my adverts, my PayPal donation page, my Substack membership, Bandcamp membership, all that lot. They'll get that later.
Yep.
But no, yeah, I mean, you're still knocking out really good work, Ron. I'm following it on Facebook.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's like I was showing Emma. It's just there's a size painting I'm doing for all you people watching.
Brilliant.
It's I don't know. It keeps driving me. I was telling Emma. I don't know if you heard, but I get one of the shortfalls or shortcomings is that if I get behind, like I'm going to be going somewhere tomorrow, so I can't paint, right? So I make sure that I do all week. I'm doing more. So like on 2 days I did 6, 2 days in a row. So and for me that's I sit down at 5:30 in the morning and I come up at 12, have lunch, and then I go back at 1 and come back up at 3. It's like and then if Rose is knitting, I say I'm gonna go downstairs and I start painting. So it's becoming obsessive, where which is good.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine if I could do this for 20 years. Like people go to jobs they hate. So if I ever hate it, I'll just keep doing it.
It's a really good discipline. Really good idea.
Yeah, thanks. Because I think I can make something of it.
Because I'm gonna try and do mine at night time.
Yeah.
Because that's when it's best. And I'm gonna live record them all the time. So I've done video 1. It takes about an hour to do 3 paintings.
I skimmed through yours today from last night. Yeah. And the problem with live for me is, and this is probably the way I am yarded. I'm a ham, and I can't, and I know somebody's on. I know somebody. I'm being filmed, so I talk. And I don't want to talk when I'm painting. I want to paint, and you can paint, but I can't do that. I have to.
Do you feel like you're a presenter when the
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's that's a problem.
Right.
You're not the presenter. It's like when they're doing a wildlife film.
Yeah.
You're the wildlife.
Yeah.
Well, then if somebody else was filming me, that'd be great. What I want to do, and this is funny you should ask this or say that, I want Rose to start interviewing me and more than me doing it like this. I want Rose to be doing it and walking me around the studio and so I can have like Mooney Rah Rah does it for you sometimes.
Yeah.
That kind of frees me up, and I think by just
you need the distance,
the distance, and also the distance from talking, because if it's just me, I'm pretending there might be some people at the other end, but right now it's just me and my hand. It's like there's a different way I would have a conversation, but if Rose is holding it, a camera, it's like I'm talking to her, like I'm talking to you two. So it's a different video capture.
Yeah.
Okay, now the heat's coming. Now it's starting to get hot.
Yeah.
But I did a John Thoms.
Yeah.
The paintings Charles sent me.
Yeah.
I did them. I sent them to him. There's 7. He likes 5. There's another, but 2 of them, he says, they need to be a bit more chaotic, in his opinion.
Which 2?
So
do you remember?
Going to come round. I think maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, the one of the woman holding a portrait of herself kneeling on the ground.
Yep.
And the one of the bird in the tree with the reflection.
No, I can't recall that one.
He wants to do more to those, which I think is with it. But he's going to come round and do some. We'll see how they turn out. But the other 5, thankfully, they're finished.
Yes, thankfully. So that's cool. Yeah. He's coming around. I thought just by the way he was getting rid of everything, that he was done with painting. But that's nice that he's coming around.
That's it. I mean, he told me that. He said that he's working on this book, and along with he said he's doing that. Yes, and Bill Lewis, is it, or someone else? He said he's doing he's given up painting. They're just doing poetry. But that's what he told me.
Bill Lewis?
He's coming down to do. Yeah, I don't know who it is. Someone else. He said, I forgot it.
Bill Lewis is doing a lot of digital. I follow him on the social media, and he does a lot of digital painting still.
Oh, he does do, yes. I mean, it might not be. I've forgotten who it was. He said someone else is doing exactly the same thing as him. You know, they both decided to give up painting just to concentrate on this big poem he's doing for this book. But so I'm going to. So it's good he's having a break from.
Maybe he's coming to do the painting, so he's got something to write about in the poem.
Yeah. So
maybe this is all poetry, really.
That's right.
I'll ask him if he gets it.
Ulterior motive.
Yeah, are you really here?
You're really here for the pet, but it doesn't matter, obviously. But so yeah, I've got my list here: John Thumb t-shirts, excellent 3 a day painting. My blurt, your blurt power that's on your thing. Mine's not updating properly. Have you had that problem?
So if you go on right now, it's not at 100%.
Oh no, it's not the percent one. It's where it shows how much blurt power you've got.
Did you delegate?
Yeah, but that's always the case. I've got some delegations, and I know that the blurt you delegate is minus from your blurt power, so that doesn't show up on your profile. But even taking that into account, it's not the right amount, and it's not updating. Usually it takes a day or two to update, but it's been quite a while now. I don't know if it's something you've noticed.
No, I didn't, because I make so little on there that I don't really check it. I mean, I always check my people, back and, I always want to stay in contact with people, but I don't look at my wallet because it's depressing.
I know what you mean.
Well, don't forget to claim. As long as you're claiming your rewards, Ron, that's the
main thing. I always, that pops up. I always claim the rewards, right? But how are you doing? Are you doing better? Do you see any improvements as far as notice? Are you getting more notice?
It's funny, on Steam I get less people but more money. So the people that appreciate it on Steam, it really do. Blur, I get a good number of people, and I like Blur. Was the first one I ever did, so I always like Blur. Right. And then on Recency, I'm getting tons and tons of people. I'm not exactly sure how much money I'm making, because I can't find the bit where it shows you in sort of like fiat currency how much it equates to.
You should. It's right in the wallet. It's right there.
Oh, okay. But I mean,
take another look.
I think it's picking up. I mean, YouTube is crashing through the floor, but my crypto socials, Blur, Decency, and Steam they're all good. I'm quite happy with those. Yeah. Don't know what's happened to YouTube.
So
my shorts are struggling to get 20 views now.
Really? Oh.
Shorts.
Well, you know what this is all about. This is a in-house YouTube thing. They're just
feeding it. They're feeding it.
They're just fixing it. It's like of course they are, because it just doesn't go down like that. I don't think. I mean, our little shorts from this podcast, we're getting 300, 400, sometimes 1,000 views. Not anymore.
That's right for me as well. Yeah. If I put a short up, within an hour, I've got several hundred views.
That's good.
Right.
Yeah.
That was in the old days. Now I put a short up. 2 days later, 20 views, 5 views.
We got to become like the younger generation that goes to the next new thing, because it seems like they're getting entrenched. Google and Meta, and they're just trying to make a dime now, because they know it doesn't benefit. It doesn't benefit them except for stealing our content, which is pretty significant.
That is sort of how it works, isn't it? Yeah. So who keeps sending you this feed about Tracy Emin then? Who keeps on sending?
It's Instagram. Instagram. I usually she'll pop up talking, and being interviewed. It's always like she's the new thing. Do you see?
Oh, really?
You
Oh,
could. That's what
yeah.
when you have publicists. That's what they do. This is the
Yeah.
business Rose does for. This is what she does for a living with a
Yeah.
college. You
So
pay
she's
the money, you get
yeah.
pushed up in front of people.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. She's got a publicist who keep on. Yeah. So that on Instagram, she keeps on coming up on Instagram. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
can imagine. Yeah. I just.
Who else does? I can't think of anybody right now. Like there's a great art explained. I'll get stuff like that, and it'll be
Oh, yeah.
somebody
Well,
pushing their own website, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, I mentioned that Frida Kahlo thing because I've seen other videos online about Frida Kahlo and how she's been commodified and everything, and I think they've picked up on it too now. The tape, but it was just so hypocritical because the next page it's advert. Jewelry, it's just the same old jewelry inspired by Frida Kahlo, and then the Frida Kahlo cushions and the tote bag still.
I'd like to see my face on a cushion, wouldn't you?
Well,
That's when you've made it. When you see your face on a settee cushion, that's when you know you've made it.
I mean, you can get your face.
You could do that. You could do that in a minute.
You could do
a self-portrait.
A Photoshop. You can go to that Photoshops, any Photoshop, quick photo places, and they'll put your face on the cushion.
Yeah.
And I mean, one of the things I quite like, making T-shirts, even that you can go and get them printed off very easy, any design.
Yeah.
So, but it's good that you're painting them yourself. So that's not a problem. That's quite easy to do.
Oh, right. Is that your cup of tea with a paintbrush?
Well, no, it's the mineral spirits. I keep going down here. That's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning my brushes.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to do something.
That stuff.
Oh hell yeah!
Because I just wash my brushes up with soap and water in the sink.
I don't know how that works because oil's not supposed to work with.
No, don't. Just get a bar of soap. Mm-hmm. Run it under the hot tap and brush your brush backwards and forwards, and just keep taking it in and out of the water. You don't need the spirits because it's bad for your health.
Mm. Yeah.
All right, yeah. I'll look. And they also say I'll try it. What kind of soap specifically? Just regular bar soap?
Just a regular cheap bar of soap. Yeah. I mean, you can buy a bar of soap. If you go for the basic brand in a supermarket, it's like 20p for a bar of soap. And I just rub my brush into it, and the oil paint comes out under the sink. I mean, brush it out as much as you can before, so it's not going into the drain.
Right. What I'm doing right now. Right.
Yeah. Just brush it until it's pretty much all gone. So then what goes down the sink is really minimal, and then you just do the bar of soap, and it works. You don't, all that spirit stuff is really poison.
Yeah, you don't need
and the only thing you do to thin your paints when you're painting is oil, right?
Linseed oil, yeah.
Okay.
I don't use terps. I don't use white spirit. The only thing I use is linseed oil and water and soap for cleaning.
Yeah. If I kept using this for 20 years, I probably wouldn't make it to 5. So I probably should change up.
Yeah.
Yeah, chuckle that out. I mean, and I think the worst stuff, I'm not sure about this, but the sans odor that doesn't smell, I think that's worse because you can't smell it, you don't think about it.
Yeah.
Whereas at least the stuff that stinks, you are aware of it. Is that sans odor? Yeah, I wouldn't use any of that stuff.
Yeah, it's. I mean.
Oh, like that. Yeah, that's good. I'd find that a little distracting though when I'm painting.
Yeah, me too. That's why I don't do it anymore.
Also, perhaps it helps you if you're not going to dip your paintbrush in your tea. If you've got the stuff that smells, then you can know exactly that's probably why you're doing it a bit. Yeah, that's it. But Tracy Emma said the smell of terps and oil paint just made her feel sick at one point.
Oh yeah, it makes you feel. You get headaches. Yeah.
Yes. So she couldn't.
I do have an amazing. I told you this before, but I'll tell you again. Just an amazing industrial air cleaner that Rose got me for my birthday. It's.
Yeah.
I don't even want to tell you how much it cost. So this whole room is. You can't smell the oil paint.
Oh, that's good.
After it's applied, which is very good. So it's always. I'm working the filter all the time. It's right next to me. So that helps
Mm.
too.
Yeah.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna take it. I noticed that you're only using soap. My biggest problem is getting the pigment off the paintbrushes, because it just, I can, even with the mineral spirits, even with the paint thinner, I can't get it completely clean. I mean,
No,
so when
it does stain in, but you don't need to worry, because the stuff that remains in the brush after the soap isn't going to come off when you paint.
right,
So you don't need to worry about that.
Right.
It just makes the
Right.
brush look coloured, but it doesn't matter.
Right. Well, so until this dries for me, and maybe it's just because I'm not cleaning them good enough, I'll do this in mineral spirits. It'll still have residue. So if I tomorrow morning go put this on the paper, there's gonna be blue residue.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
won't. If you do the soap and water thing, you won't get that.
Yeah. You won't
That's which is amazing, because I would be pushing that to tell the world, because nobody does that. I mean,
Really.
Yeah.
with oil,
I
I've
came up
never
with that
ever been.
myself. That's
Yeah.
another
Okay.
Johnstone invention.
Yeah. You can't paint it.
Yeah.
What is you've seen other painters? What does Charles do, or Billy?
Billy uses. I think Billy uses terps, or I think he uses the Sans Eau de terps. Billy. But no one else I know clean. Actually, I think Charles might do soap and water. I don't know.
But he's painting with acrylic now.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah. I think he likes to
Yeah.
use
So
acrylic.
that's what you do use for that, right?
I nearly
can't
always
remember.
use. I nearly always use. I'm using oil pastels to draw outside, but not. At the moment, I hardly ever use oil paint now. I nearly always use acrylic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. It's a lot.
It is a lot. It is much easier and better. I like it doing this because it's different. Just like when
Yeah.
Edgeworth started doing Jompy and I wanted to do Slumpu, I said this is fun because it's different. So
Yeah. Yeah.
when I go to my mother to visit or
Yeah.
something down in South Carolina, I'm gonna still do this 1 3 a day, but I'm bringing
Yeah.
acrylics. I'll bring acrylics so I,
Yeah.
can just go outside and do it.
Yes. Yeah.
Oil transfer drawings. That's the only thing I'm using oil for at the moment.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm gonna do low, because now I've got this getting transfers off a transfers method. It's the fastest way for me to get a large number of works done is oil transfer drawings, and I think they look pretty good. So I'm
The
gonna
off-grid life ones.
yeah.
Yeah, they do
They're,
look good.
they're
Yeah.
the fastest method I know of to make art, other than obviously just a black ink sketch or pencil drawing.
Yeah.
But
There's
get
something
any
to it
kind
too.
of painting, anything that looks like a painting, oil transfer drawing is the way to do it. If you need large numbers, churn them out.
Right.
Quicker than acrylic.
Yeah.
It's quicker than acrylic, and they'll be dry the next day, even though they're in oil.
Yeah.
Well, because you're pressing them all
Because you've
together.
done the transfer of the transfer, they're pretty much dry as soon as they're done. You just need to leave them maybe overnight, and they'll be. If you leave them 2 days, they'll be bone dry.
Nice.
Just like acrylic.
Yeah. Yeah, when I went to the Whistler, one of the things I did see was lots of etchings. He's really good at etching, actually.
Oh, is he?
In fact, everyone looks at Nocturne and his the Whistler exhibition, but his etchings were terrific. His etchings were brilliant. They probably, because he like arrangement in grey and black. I mean, the point is, he had that sense of composition anyway. It was probably better that he just did etchings anyway. But they were terrific. I was really impressed by those.
What's the etching on? Just how does that work? You mean it's just like graphite
etching.
on paper?
Well, I have done it. It's you basically get a metal plate and you cover it with a surface, and then you draw into it. You put it in an acid solution, and then the bit where you've drawn into it, that's uncovered, so that it will bite into the metal plate. You cover the back of the plate as well. I've done it quite a lot of etching. Yeah, and then you clean it all off, and then you've got it's like an engraved picture on the plate. You put print. You make a print of it. Then you put printing ink over it, and then you put it on. You just do a print from it. But his work was brilliant. Acid etching. He was really good, and you can do the other thing you need to do is when you got it in the acid solution is that you have to get a feather and you have to sort of keep brushing off the bubble, because the bubbles start forming, they start eating into the plate. But then this effect of eating into the plate can be quite nice, because I saw a printing exhibition at the Royal Academy, and it had this guy by accident had left the plate overnight in the, he just dozed off and he left it, and it completely bitten through the whole printing plate.
Wow.
The metal plate, but he printed it off anyway, and it was quite a nice picture. It was quite good, so he still used it. But so it's but no, Whistler was really good, and you get what's called soft ground and hard ground. So you get a certain type of wax that is quite resistant and hard, and you can scratch into it. That's very good for quite fine lines, definite lines and forms and shapes. But then you get soft ground, which is much less resistant, and you can even get a leaf, and you can press the leaf into the waxy ground on the print, and it will still leave an impression of the leaf, and that's with soft ground. So knowing when to use the different types of ground as well. I did one where I wanted to get a rock formation, and I got this sort of dishcloth tea towel, and I pressed it in, and it gave that sort of effect. I was using all sorts of things by the end of it at what I did as an art school, and also we didn't even. The other thing is you're meant to do is paint the back of the plate, and then that has to dry because otherwise all the acid just eat right through the plate from the other side. But I think you have to use bitumen, or you have to use something that takes quite a long time. It's quite fiddly. But we just used this big masking tape. We just put masking tape at the back, and that was really quick. And then we just put those in. But
Wow.
yeah, you spray paint on the bottles. I was just using all sorts of stuff by the end of it. But it's great. But he was a really good etching. And when I saw his etchings, I thought really he was probably more inclined to do printmaking and painting. Yeah.
Rose used to do stone.
Oh yeah, lithograph. Yes, I
Thank
know
you.
what
Lithograph with the big monster stones.
Yeah.
So when I was at the art association a couple years ago, I was doing administrative work half the day, but I was able to use the giant studio for the rest of the day for a whole year, which was something you would love, because they have all the things you're talking about, including those massive stones. They were 200 pounds. That's how big these stones were. Like that thick and bigger than, as big as me.
Oh gosh, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You get really big ones with huge pieces of paper, and also I've so you draw on the stone, don't you, with a waxy crown.
Well, I don't know. I've never done it. Rose did it, and you
I know.
obviously know.
Basically, you have to ask. I think this is how it works. You draw on it with a waxy crown or something, and then you have to sort of clean it off using a special. But you spray it and clean it off.
Yes.
But it still leaves a residue, and it's amazing. And then you can sort of use it to take a print from. But it's still, even though you've cleaned it, it will still leave a bit of a residue. But the thing is that even I have seen some lithographs, and it's amazing how delicate shades you can get, and how sensitive it is. It's a very interesting way of doing printmaking. I've never done it, but I've seen it and I've read a bit about it. It's quite amazing. Yeah, ask Rose about it, what she says, but it is amazing how what effects you can get.
That was her first art she did. She was in art school when we met, and she used me as a model, and she did a lithograph of me.
Oh really?
Of my face.
Yes.
I have it somewhere. I'm gonna go look for it right now.
Oh,
I'm gonna take you on a walk, and we're gonna look for it.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Let's have a look around the studio. Let's have a look for it.
Because it's not hanging up. It might be in. There's only one place it might be in. I'm gonna check it out. But the art association was a great spot for that. To do what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Oops, almost lost me. Here, let me do this so you don't have to look at me. Hold on. How do I flip this? Like that.
If you press,
That's it. Yeah. Oh wow.
Okay. So I'll just show you guys. I'm just gonna
Looks
for
so
this
good in there,
lithogram.
Ron.
Yeah.
What's that?
Looks so good. You should offer guided tours to the locals.
Yeah.
I could.
They had Whistler's paint box and all the paints and the brushes out on display as well.
No.
They always do, you know. But
These are important papers that I always thought it was in. Maybe that's it. No,
Oh.
no. Oh well. Well, I'll look for it later. And
Maybe next week you can show us it.
yeah,
Week. Yeah.
but it was pretty. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait, is that it? No, no. Okay. All right, I'll walk you around. Hey, look, there's Edgeworth.
Oh yeah, the Troop album cover.
Wait, let's see what else we got. There's Charles and Emmon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're very good at likenesses.
Yeah.
You can tell that, Charles. That's your drum sheet music.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's one you did of me.
Now that was the back cover to the Troop album.
Oh wow, yes, yeah. Oh great, yeah. Yeah.
These were made on I stretched United Airlines little blankets they give you,
Yeah.
when I flew over there. It worked good. Just gesso's everything, right?
Yeah.
So ask me where I told you Edgeworth earlier when we were writing to each other.
Yeah.
Nope, almost lost me again. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that?
Oh yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is, but I remember painting it. Yeah.
Okay. So you're supposed to ask me about DD, Edgeworth. DD.
Oh yeah, what is DD? I mean, in England that means direct debit.
In about 6 minutes, I have to leave because I'm going to a demolition derby. You know what a demolition derby is?
Is that when cars drive into each other?
It sure is, and I have no interest, but a couple of my friends are doing it just because of something different. And we have something called county fairs here in the United States. So states are divided into counties.
Oh yeah.
And New York State has, I think, 62 counties or 32. One of the other. And every county has its state fair every summer, and they do. Depends on where you are. There's barrel racing, which is horses, and there's rodeos and whatever.
And sort of things over in East Anglia. They have the East Anglia yearly fair. Farmers sort of show off there. Yes.
Yeah, you can show your animals.
Bowling.
4-H.
Sort of thing, yeah.
You chase the cheese down the hill.
Yeah.
That's you guys have that. That's cool in Britain. I've seen that.
Yeah.
But so it's a demolition derby, and I guess you pay your $5, $10 to get in, and you watch whoever's last standing. The car's still going. They just run into each other. So I'll tell you all about my adventure next week.
Yeah.
And how competitive is this? Is it like a big pantomime where nobody cares, or is it like a big deal?
Is it a big?
No, it's not a big deal. In fact, we were talking about it on a little text feed. We haven't heard of that since the 70s. So it used to be like B movie. There was a B movie about a demolition derby when I was a kid. But other than that, it's like I don't know.
Then. Yeah. I was going to say the ant killer, the killer ants or something. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of. Is it red ants in America? They've come up from South America to fire ants. Fire ants.
Yeah, we have fire ants, but not a problem. Not here. Not where I am.
Yeah. So they're going to be crashing into each other. And what are your friends doing anything at the county fair then, or are they?
No, we're just going up because it's something to do. We usually go to the pub like once every 2 weeks to say hello to each other, but now we're going to go to the demolition derby and have a pint watching crazy people driving. No interest. It's also 4th of July.
Oh, are you going to take photos or make some?
Oh, I'm going to take photos. Yes, I am.
Yes,
I'm gonna gamble $1 too with the
yes.
2 other guys and pick.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
pick my car. So,
Place
what do
bets.
you guys have a? You probably don't have an Independence Day, right? Because you have the
No.
Magna Carta or whatever.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Well, no, leaving the European Union. That was
Well,
our Independence Day.
That would be
yeah,
your
they
Brexit
said
Day.
that was going to be like an Independence Day. I don't think that really. In fact,
What
that
day
didn't
would
really
that have been?
stimulate
When
us.
was that?
When did we leave the
I
EU?
can't remember. How you
We,
say
we,
that.
we did have a party though.
Yeah,
Where was it? I think it's outside the Houses of Parliament. There was an
Yeah.
Independence Day party.
yeah. But you can. I don't even remember when the date is. It's not
No, I
like the
don't
4th
know
of
when it
July or
is.
anything like that.
You know what
is it?
year? Do you remember what year it was?
2016 was that was the referendum.
Yeah.
I don't know when we actually left. I think it might have been 3 or 4 years after that. I don't know.
We have little stuff like that. Certain states want to leave the union, and they have their followers. You know, like Texas, Vermont. They're always trying to break away, have their own country. I think California should be its own country because it is, I think, the 4th largest economy on earth.
Oh yes, yeah.
I mean, that's just too much. Yeah.
We have a big Cornish independence movement rather.
Yeah.
Cornwall want to be their own country, I think.
Yeah.
Well, what about Scotland? Isn't Scotland always up for vote?
They've got independence.
They had a referendum, but they voted
got their own
against
sort
it.
of parliament, but this new Labour Andy Burnham, he's going to be prime minister hopefully quite soon. He wants more devolution. He wants that type of thing, more sort of money, you know. So that's something that he's going to aim for. So so more power to.
One of my daughters is going to Edinburgh in August.
Oh yes, oh yeah. Where's that?
My brother lives near Edinburgh. He lives in Falkirk.
Okay,
Yeah.
and she's going there for a film festival with her boyfriend. So.
Oh, lovely! Yeah.
She is so beautifully. Well, I don't want to give too much information for her, which hope she's not going to watch this. But she's living so close to the bone. I'm very proud of her. But you know, she saves up all this money to go to this trip to Europe, and then comes back and eats rice and beans again. So
yeah. Oh, lovely. Yeah.
That's like a
Definitely
lot of
not.
men go to Pattaya. They call them 2-week millionaires. They go to Pattaya, chuck money around, ring the bell, buy everyone a drink, and then go home and work for another 50 weeks so they can do it again.
Yeah.
That's right. That's pretty much the story of my life with us traveling. You know, it's like what we do.
Yeah.
That's how it is. That's funny. So we have the 4th of July. It's a big time. It's when we broke away from that place called Great Britain.
That's it. Yeah. So that. Yeah. We've had Little Island. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think we need another 4th of July so we can break away from ourselves. But I don't know how that's going to happen. We'll see. If you read the Declaration of Independence,
once we become financially sustainable, we can declare ourselves our own independent, self-sufficient country.
Yeah.
There was a guy who did that. One of my favorite authors wrote about him in the 40s. He became his own country, made his own passport, and got in a boat and just traveled the world, and would enter like Morocco or whatever and present this passport. Of course, he most of the time just got kicked out and put right back on his boat and sent off. But it was a whole idea that he was going to, you know, the goodwill of men sort of thing tour, he called it. And he went all around the world, and a couple places let him in for a while. That's when we were more innocent of a world back in 1948.
You wouldn't get anywhere.
No. I mean, there was another person, I think there's someone in Britain, and they sort of built a sort of house out to sea, or sort of dwelling, I think it was on a rock or an island, and he said, this is my own independent state and stuff. I think there was somebody who did that.
International waters.
Yes, and he had their own passports and stuff. So,
but not his own hospital.
Yes, but not his own. No, he had to be airlifted back into. Yes, he didn't have his own. We didn't have his own hospital there, but airlifted back into the mainland. Yeah, but
what's on your agenda for this week, Ron, in terms of art?
Well, the same stuff going on. I'm going to get closer to 20,000 paintings. How about you?
Yeah, take all my vinyl stuff and my signage stuff to Camden. Get the fanzine, because I'm doing quite lengthy blog posts. I can cut and paste those into a fanzine.
What do you mean? Like, how so?
Well, I could go to my blog, like I'm doing on Blurt, Steam It, and Ecency, take all the text, stick them into a fanzine thing, and get them printed in black and white, dirt cheap.
You're printing. I'm very jealous because I think that's a great idea. I'd be doing that and just laying them out. I did that with your Stomach Turner. You gave me a whole bunch.
Yeah.
And I put them wherever I went in South Carolina and Boston. I would just lay them out.
Black and white printing is virtually free over here. I mean, it costs nothing.
And what about stapling? Do they do that for you too?
Yeah. You'll get a couple of staples in them. It's such an underused resource. The short run. I mean, people used to do it back in the day a lot more. I think now, because we've got the mobile phone, that's where people read. But I think it's going to make a comeback.
Yeah.
I think it is. Just like painting, according to Tracy Emin.
Yeah, well, she's speculating already, isn't she? Yeah, that's it.
I'm speculating too, because I don't think painting's going anywhere. I think it's only going to, with AI and the world changing, poetry changing, all kinds of different art forms are going to stay.
Yes, it's just the way it's her lifelong commitment to painting. I just thought
it can't be replicated.
We've won the argument. Yeah, we've won the argument. I think
it's
painting
like
was
vinyl.
Yeah,
they tried to replicate vinyl, but they couldn't.
Yeah,
you can't. If you can't match the quality, you can't replace it. And I think that's what's going to happen with the stuff we do. Because even with AI, and people say everything's under threat from AI. I think nothing's under threat from AI, because AI can't do anything decent. We've
talked about that.
We can't do anything decent. So as long as you're not a rubbish artist, you're going to be fine. And if you are a rubbish artist, it's just as well you're getting kicked out because you're no good at it anyway. So I mean, I think AI is the best thing to happen to art, because I think it will really cull the herd down to the bare bones.
And it will also make I think a new art appreciation for people who are doing it. I just feel that you're gonna have that.
I always said the only real threat to painting is AI, and that is a serious threat. And that is, you don't agree, but that's a serious threat. That is a potential threat, not some sort of conceptual art manifesto from some university. That is the genuine possible.
If I want to go and see a painting, what's AI going to do about it?
Yeah, exactly. But even then, it might not be such a threat. It might not be such a threat. But that is the genuine. To me, that's much more of a threat than ever. Some conceptual art manifesto ever was. So
there's no threat. There's never been a threat. There's never been a threat to painting.
So they're all back at
people will always paint paintings. People will always make music.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Nothing will change that other than extinction. The only threat to painting is human extinction.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh well, sure. Just cave painting to today, it's the same thing. It's I don't know. It's primal. It's what I have in my hands, and I don't feel a threat from anybody, anything.
Yeah.
I feel when I see AI, I sometimes all I want to do is maybe like get sick, but I don't feel it as a threat. If you say, even if it becomes making absolute subjectively beautiful paintings, it's not why I look at a painting.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at it as for a human being. Like I was saying earlier about a local person, to me is much more interesting than Michelangelo. That's just who I am. So in my world, there's got to be more people like me. I'm more interested in finding out how people work their lives.
Yeah.
In a time period, and especially the artists, because they have adversity just by being artists. Well, so I'm more interested in finding that. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to an exhibition in Rochester, near that area. And it was lovely, and they had a beautiful doll's house, but it was a very is all gilded, and it was very beautiful, and a beautiful portrait of this lady, but very upper class. And then I was looking at the ordinary things that people, very more, tools that people would make things from, the sort of social history, and that was much more interesting, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
making bobbins and things. It was about the Huguenot coming over here. It's the Huguenot invasion, but things like that. I just think, well, somebody used that to make something. That general social life is much more interesting. I mean, you get all these very beautiful portraits that were done of quite wealthy, but obviously quite wealthy upper class people, lady so and so. But then that social history is a lot more interesting, isn't it? Really, yeah. So people
Depends if the
Yeah.
art's
I think it is.
yeah.
If the art's good, then the art's interesting. If it's
Yeah.
not, then it's not.
But I did find that
Right.
I did find that quite sort of that type.
But
of
I even get it from uninteresting art because, again, localism. So, for instance,
Yeah.
I'm always, whether I like it or not, I do compare people's,
Yeah.
painters. I want to see what they're doing. So if I
Yeah.
can go to a local museum and see a painter who was doing this, what I'm doing 100 years ago, even if I don't like it, I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
So it's like, because he still tried, or she tried.
Yeah.
Usually
Yeah.
it was the he. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was also going to say I did sell a painting just recently, and I'm quite pleased about that.
Excellent.
I mean, it was in the pipeline for a bit, but I didn't want to say anything about it until it was actually confirmed. She's got the painting, and I've actually made the sale. So
Excellent.
it's the sort of thing in the pipeline. So I was quite pleased about that. So that's something else. Yeah, this week. Yeah, so I'll get on my sketchbooks and stuff this week, I think, if it's not too. Yeah.
Your stuff would fly off an eBay shop or an Etsy
Well,
shop.
so I'll have a look
Mhm.
at that. Yeah, I'll have a look into that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I know what that means. Yeah, Rachel, I'll look into that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Emma, you who like so much like stories.
Yeah.
You're missing out because there's so much out there as far as stories. Like I was telling you about the guy who's riding his bike to
Yeah.
Venice.
The Venice Biennale.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could be friends with him and talking with him back and forth because you can connect with other people that it's a lot. I don't know. We couldn't do this 20 years ago. So
Yeah, I know. I've got to get online more. Yeah. So, are you off then to this derby then? This demolition
yeah,
thing?
I'm walking. I've got to get going to my demolition derby. So guys, thank you, and gals, thank you very much.
Okay then.
And until next time, let's cook a meal.
Yeah.
See you later.
Show some
See ya.
pictures. Okay then.